And behold, my new car. Now the hood is popped. That's why it looks all funky like that. I didn't want to have to bend down and pop it while I'm recording. But this is my new car. It is a 2007 Acura TL base model with the automatic transmission. It had 43,000 miles when I got it. It now has 46,000. I picked it up 2023 October 3rd. And it is a one owner vehicle, so I am the second owner. Very clean, very pristine, very minor things here and there. I did this actually. The car was perfectly fine right here. And I take it to the mechanic to get all this stuff done, which we'll talk about right now. And when I leave the mechanic, I didn't really realize how low this car was, because right when I got it, I took it straight to the mechanic. I really didn't get to drive it for very much because it was needing some attention. Anyways, so I reversed into a parking spot in a parking lot, and those cement blockers will basically catch the mud guard, and when I left, it just grabbed it and pulled the whole bumper off. So the whole thing was like, it was out. And I shoved it back in. I posted a YouTube short about fixing it, the before and after. This is the after. So you could see it's really nice and flush right there. Before, because I popped it back in, it was popped out about that far. And it was really pissing me off. And if you check over here, it still has like a bit of misalignment, but you can't see it. From right here, you can't even notice it. If I didn't say anything, most people probably wouldn't even pick it out. And for the price of this car, I got it for $12,000. Like I said, super low mileage. It's a grandma car, very mint. Let's go ahead and take a look at the interior and look at the leather. Now, my girlfriend, she did this. She did that, but I'm going to fix it. So I'll show you guys how to repair leather soon. And but that's the interior. It came with the dash cover. I was told that the dashboard has no cracks, but the dash cover is like glued on with Velcro and stuff, so it's really nice and pretty. I really don't want to mess with it. If it does have cracks, I really don't care. Acura TLs, all of them from this generation, you will get a cracked dashboard. If you don't have one, you will get one. It's only a matter of time. And then let's go ahead and check the rear. Again, very nice. The leather, it obviously is 16 years old, so it's going to have, some fading, but no major rips at all. And then I never have 5 people in this car at all. It's always 4 max, so I keep that thing down. Got to remind everybody when they hop in here, no 5th seater. So I like to keep that like that. Let's go ahead and check the other side. Now the other rear seat, it did have a little bit of a boo-boo right here. If you see right there, it's got like a little bit of a cut, like a rip, but same thing as the front. I'm going to be basically doing like a leather repair. So it's like I believe it's by JB Weld. It's a little pack with like a leather strip, and you basically like slap it on top, and it's probably going to be a little bit close to beige, but it's not going to be exactly this shade. But the plan is to reupholster the seats in the future, but for now they're very clean. I just want to repair that so that the rip does not get worse. But if you come up to the front seat, you'll see that the front seat for some reason has no rips, nothing at all. Very minty. Steering wheel is minty. The whole damn car is very minty. Very well taken care of. Even the middle right there still works. Now, there was a slider that's on top of those cup holders. That was not there when I got the car, so someone broke that. It's known to break, so it's fine. I really don't care. It probably would have gone the way anyways, because I use the cup holders religiously, so glad that's broken. But at least this right here is not, because it's a two-way opener. So basically it opens with a handle on the right and a handle on the left. The one on the right is for like a top mini compartment. The one on the left is for a gigantic compartment below. So it's a very cool, a lot of cars don't even have that feature no more. So when I found out I had it, it made me very happy. And let's go ahead and pop the hood, and then I'll talk exactly about everything I did. All right, there we are, the J32, 3.2 liter. Now, a lot of people, I don't think this engine gets as much love as it should. A lot of people are just straight J35, nothing else. Now the 3.2, I've been looking on the forums to see exactly what is capable of this car. It has some big capabilities, and especially if you go ahead and you change like the pistons, the rods, you change like the head bolts that hold the whole engine together. You go ahead and you just change basically a lot of the internal components of a J32 engine. You can naturally, with a naturally aspirated J32, you could hit 300, 310, sometimes even 330 horsepower, naturally aspirated, non-application. So this engine has a lot of capabilities, a lot of potential. Like I said, it has low mileage. So the plan is to daily drive this for now, and in the future, when I get another daily driver, I'm not getting rid of this. Then I'll play around with it because it won't have to be as reliable. I'm gonna try to make it as reliable as possible, but you never know. With project cars, once you start doing stuff, things happen. But all in all, this car is very immaculate. The whole engine was cleaned when I picked it up from a used car dealership, which in turn bought it from a CarMax auction. And they told me the story. I guess it was an old lady. This was her car, barely drove anywhere. That's why it has such little miles. And basically she was too old and the family didn't want her to drive no more. So they took the car to CarMax. CarMax obviously doesn't sell cars this old. They auctioned them. So then they auctioned it. The used car dealership that I purchased it from, they're the ones that bought it. I'm guessing somewhere in the ballpark of, I'm gonna say 6,000 to 8,000. And then they sold it to me for 12,000. A quick little flip. It was only sitting at their lot for I think like 12 days. Because when I saw it, I was like, I need it. I need to have a new daily. This is very affordable and reliable. And if you check right here, I do have a boo-boo. I patched it up with some duct tape because I bought this plastic cap right here online. Guess how much? $2. But anyways, it's going to be on its way. It's taking its sweet ass time coming over here. And in the meantime, I got to go places. But this whole thing right here split. It was open. There was a little bit of coolant leaking out. This is a known problem. You know, old plastic. It's going to break. It's not good. And you're going to have to replace things on an old car. I already know that. But that's something that is currently broken on this car is that coolant cap. But if you're like me, you know, you get creative because I got to go to work. And I need that part, but I still need to do stuff. And then if you'll see over here, I did have my timing belt replacement done. So I took this in to get worked on in November. So I picked the car up October. I took it in November. And that was the mileage that I did it at. So I bought the car at 43,000. So I drove about maybe 300 miles and then took it in to get the service. And yeah, it's amazing. It runs amazing. No problems, no check engine lights, no nothing. Beautiful car, amazing. Let's go ahead and take a look at everything I had done. I'm the type of person that, you know, when I get a vehicle, I need to really make sure everything's been changed so that way I can keep track of it for the future. So I had the coolant change, hood struts installed. These are brand new hood struts. I bought these, I believe, off Amazon. The hood struts were broken. I was holding the hood up with my hands when I first bought the car, but I had to change the hood struts. I changed the windshield wipers. These are some beautiful Michelin windshield wipers that I bought from Walmart. They're the most expensive ones you could buy. They're $20 a piece, so $40 for the set. Amazing. I've went through some rain a couple times already. Very good job. But windshield wipers, I had him disconnect the hands-free link Bluetooth. So this car may be ancient, but it was still advanced for the time. So it had Bluetooth connection, and the Bluetooth is up here in this plastic box in between the lights. You have to take this whole cover off, and inside of there is basically like a metal bracket. You take the bracket off, and then there's 3 prongs. One prong does something, another prong is for the sunroof, and the third prong is for the hands-free link Bluetooth. And basically a common problem with this car is the Bluetooth breaks. It's a piece of shit. It's from 2007. And when it breaks, not only does it not work no more, but I mean, it's outdated. No one wants to use that shit. And on top of that, it drains your battery when the car is off. So when I got this car, I immediately found out everything that's wrong, everything to watch out for. And that was one of the big no-nos, was the hands-free link Bluetooth. So had that disconnected. It has been disconnected. A way to know if it is actually draining your battery, you'll just take your hand on a cold start. Like, come out in the morning when your shit is very cold. You're gonna take your hand, you're gonna press it against the plastic right in between the 2 lights right there. So you're gonna basically take your hand, go like this, you're gonna feel it right there. And if it's not cold, if it's even the slightest bit warm, yes, you have a problem. And your battery's being drained, even when the car is off. So you need to get that addressed. But had the hands-free link Bluetooth disconnected. I had the timing belt, water pump, serpentine belt, and tensioners all changed. Whole entire thing, because my mechanic's a G, and he bought me a kit of all OEM parts. So everything's been changed OEM, including the serpentine belt and both tensioners, the serpentine tensioner and the tensioner for the timing belt. It's about $650 in parts. Had him change the power steering fluid. change transmission fluid. There's no transmission filter in this car. I thought there was, but there's not. Oil change, obviously, with the oil filter, brake fluid, air filter plus cabin filter. You need to change those. I had him rotate my tires. And then another thing I had him, oh my God, this fucking wind. Another thing I had him do was actually check the suspension bushings, ball joints, and control arms, because I know that on these cars, there is like a rubber seal on top of the strut. So if I bend down here, you can't really see it because it's kind of dark, but there is a strut in there. And basically on the strut, it has a rubber seal on top. And the rubber seal basically does not hold up over the years. It's known to fail because it's rubber. And it literally will deteriorate in your hand if it's, that bad. Now, for me, this is a special case. This car has been in California its entire life. It's very sunny here. Good conditions, good for cars. And it has low miles. So my mechanic told me, it looks good. All the rubber looks really fine. So that's not something I went ahead and changed. But if you're buying an Acura TL from this generation, you need to check the suspension bushings, ball joints, and control arms. Those all need to be checked thoroughly. You don't want to be driving 80, 90 miles per hour and something fucking doesn't work right, and it's not fun. So there's that. But this is everything, and he did all of this for $1,500. Everything, including the timing belt service. I mean, dude, there's good mechanics out here, and then there's mechanics out here that'll charge $1,500 just for the timing belt service. So go to your mom and pop mechanics with good reviews. They don't mess around. Especially if they've been in business for 20, 25 years, and if they're Asian, they're not messing around. So I'd give you my mechanic's name, but he already has so many clients that, if for some reason this video is to blow up, I don't need him to be overran to where I can't even go see my own friend who's a mechanic. Like that's not the point. That's not the point of this video. But just recommending to you, find mom and pop mechanics with good Yelp reviews of 4 to 5 stars and that are reputable, and they could take care of you for sometimes half, maybe even a third of the price of a dealership. Never go to dealerships; they're just trying to steal your money. But this is my overall of this car. It is not. I know for a fact it's not the lowest mile Acura TL currently in California, but it is one of the lowest mile Acura TLs of this generation in California. Especially for a base with the 3.2, and people when they bought this car, they didn't think I'm gonna keep this car in mint condition and I'm gonna keep it low miles. Like, no, people drove this thing to 300,000, 400,000 miles and then got rid of it for $2,000 on Craigslist to some high schooler. So this car is a gem. It's very cool. I love it. It's been very good to me. And, I have nothing but great things to say about this car. I've had little hiccups here and there. I've had to change the purge valve. I went ahead, like I said, I did all of that routine maintenance. And then, of course, I messed up the bumper. So I had to literally fix that myself. Just jacked the car up, took the wheel off, took all the pins, all the screws out on the side that I messed up. Kind of took the bumper off a little bit. And I just jammed it back in there, put the screws back in, and then I put an extra screw to hold it in place. So that bumper's not going anywhere. But big plans for this car in the future, just not now. As you all know, the 300ZX is the current project car. Getting some stuff done with that soon. We're going to actually go ahead and take care of the rims and the brakes first, just because, I need to start small before I do anything crazy like an engine swap. And as you all know, I live in Sunnyside, California, which is not the best place for vehicles when you're trying to do fun stuff. So the plan is to move to Texas. Texas is an amazing state for cars. You really have a lot of freedom out there with all types of stuff. So for now, I'm kind of just stacking up car parts. I'm going to do the things to that I can along with this. I'm going to actually change all the rotors and all the brake pads on this next paycheck. And I'm going to throw on some Type S rims on this because those Type S rims are beautiful, freaking amazing rims. I'm not saying these rims are bad, but Type S rims are really nice. And the lady that drove this car, you could tell that she got some road rash on the rims. And I'm not saying that this car is minty perfect. It has, it has a little scratch right there, and it has a little minor scratch in the back. Can't even see it because it's dark, but no body damage. So my plan is to have this paint corrected back to silver. I'm going to keep it the same color. I love this color. Fell in love with it when I was in high school. Saw tons of people driving silver and white Acura TLs. dope car. I love it. And you know, so I'm gonna keep the color the same, paint correct it, go ahead and throw on some tint because it is a fishbowl right now. We're gonna throw limos in here, here, and here, and then on the front we're gonna go one shade darker than normal. I'm not trying to make it too dark, just want to make it, you know, nice and doable, but not to where I'm gonna be getting harassed by police. And then of course it's already got a little tint in the front, so that is fine. And let's see, anything else that I'm going to actually be doing this soon. That's pretty much it. I am actually going to be doing some stuff to the transmission. As a lot of people know about this car, the transmissions are somewhat, I'm not going to say they're glass, but you know, they're glass. Now if you have an 06 or older, may the Lord bless you, because it's living on borrowed time. As long as you change your fluid and you got it from a good owner, you should be fine. But if you got it from someone who didn't take care of that car, you're gonna have to do an engine rebuild or a transmission rebuild. Now for this car, for the 07 year, they made a different type of automatic transmission, to my knowledge. It's a little bit better, it's still finicky, you need to take excellent care of it. It has no changeable transmission filter. So, you know, there's that. So you wanna change it at least every 30,000 miles. And I'll be making a video soon about, you know, what I think is recommended intervals for maintenance for a vehicle. I've taken excellent care of a couple cars. My mom's Honda CR-V just recently hit 270,000 miles. We've had it since 60,000 miles. So, you know, I'm not trying to say that I'm a genius or like I'm a pro, but I do feel like I know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to give good advice to people who want to take good care of their cars. And, you know, that's all I'm here to do, is just provide some fun videos and some nice information for you guys to just chillax and learn or listen to, or, you know, just see stuff you might already know. Just look at a nice, really clean base model Acura TL. But you know, enough of the talk. Let's go ahead and turn it on. I've just been kind of chilling out here talking to you guys. Go ahead and actually turn it on. Come over here, hop up in my lair, my chariot. Oh gosh. Okay. I just love this car. The way it feels, it's very nice. I'm going to do some stuff to the interior. I'm going to put a rear view camera screen right here with Apple CarPlay. All new stereo system all around, including a kicker in the back, because there is a subwoofer above the rear seats. So I'm going to put a new one back there. And, you know, then probably throw like a little dash cam right here, and you know, nothing much, just rear view camera and dash cam. And then this car's already kind of feeling more modern. I gotta go ahead and stop beeping. Let's turn it on. Just to show you I'm not joking when it comes to no pinging, no ponging, no anything. And surprisingly, my little hacky job with this cap was doing an amazing job, because a little bit of coolant came out on top right there, but that was from a couple days ago. And you know, no more has come out. So I've been driving extremely rough still. You know, I always let it warm up, but when I'm getting on the freeway, I am taking it up to 5,500 RPM sometime. So awesome job, duct tape. But I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let me go ahead and close the hood just so you could see what it looks like with it closed, since I had it popped like a weirdo. Let's head over here and boom. So the aggressive look of the 2007 Acura TL. It is one of my favorite Acuras of all time. Like I said, I fell in love with this car when I was in high school. So it is just a very clean car. It's something that I can daily drive, and it only has 46,000 miles currently. So I'm definitely going to keep this car for a very long time, because the plan is rebuild the automatic transmission, even with a rebuild of the parts that are out there, and changing the torque converter for, I believe it's called a tall or a high torque converter. That automatic transmission will only be able to hold 400 horsepower. So I'm really only trying to hit 400 horses out of this thing. Nothing crazy, something fun. It's only 260 right now, so 400 will be a big leap. And I hope you guys stay tuned for that. And I will catch you next time. go ahead and have a good day, and peace.